We know that you've been contacted by a certain individual. A man who calls himself Morpheus. Now, whatever you think you know about this man is irrelevant. He is considered by many authorities to be the most dangerous man alive. My colleagues believe that I am wasting my time with you, but I believe you wish to do the right thing. We're willing to wipe the slate clean, give you a fresh start. And all that we're asking in return is your cooperation in bringing a known terrorist to justice.
Yeah. Wow, that sounds like a really good deal. But I think I got a better one. How about I give you the finger, and you give me my phone call?
I have to give all glory and praise and honor unto the Most High, and we're gonna get into it, man. And I kind of did a video on this before, but it was from a different perspective. The first time I did it, it was kind of the same scenario, but it was, more focused on the traitor, the one that betrayed the group. I mean, for those of you that seen The Matrix, you guys know what I'm talking about. And he was sitting out at the table with the same agent, and the agent was giving him his demands, and he was giving his demands of what he wanted, and what the agent wanted. He wanted Morpheus, man. That was the target. Morpheus was the target. And of course the traitor, he gave him up. But you see in this scenario right here, you got Neo, and you got the agent. He's bribing him. He wants the same thing, Morpheus. Give me Morpheus. Help us take this guy down. And you heard what he said. He said, I don't know if you know who this guy is, but he's he's a terrorist. He's very dangerous, and that's the same type of tactics that they use out here, They use the same type of tactics out here. Oh, this guy's a dangerous guy. He needs to be watched. Help us take this guy down. And he had to. He's trying to bribe Neo, but Neo wasn't having it, man. So Neo chose to be a vessel of honor. He didn't go along with it. And it reminded me of when he called him a terrorist. It reminded me of Bob Marley, man. Because Bob Marley was considered one of the most dangerous men out here, and all he did was make music. You know what I'm saying? So So these are the type of lies that they they tell the people out here that. This guy's very dangerous, needs to be watched. When in reality, it's not the truth. So we're going to, and with Morpheus, Morpheus, like the reason they wanted him, man, Morpheus was the light, man. He was like one of the light bearers, man. He was the one going out there actually recruiting he was like a recruiter. You know what I mean? And that's he was considered a threat, man. Even though he wasn't really doing nothing wrong, he was considered a threat to the system because, he was the light bearer, man. He was the one just going out there like, just telling the people the truth, man. And that's why he was so dangerous. Because everybody else was like, they were like robots, man. If you look at the Agent Smith, you look at them, like they look soulless, man. They look soulless out here. They don't have no souls in them. They look dead. You know what I mean? And they were actually just trying to recruit Neo. You know what I mean? They're trying to recruit him, and that's what they try to do. But Neo, he wasn't having it. And and the thing about this, the Agent Smiths, they're large in number, man. They were large in number. They have a lot of bodies on them, but there was nothing really special about them, though. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing special about these guys. But you seen Morpheus group, they were small in number, but they were all had unique abilities, man. They all were special, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though they were small in number. So I took note of that, man. And you see at first, like, Morpheus, he had to unlock that that power out of Neo first, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew he was the one. But, like, he was unlearned. He wasn't trained well. And, once he got that power unlocked, man, it was a wrap, man. It was like, 1,000 of them, couldn't take on one of him. You know what I mean? And the scriptures speak of that in the last day, man. Our most feeble warrior is going to be like David, man. You know what I mean? Taking on many. So we're gonna take a look at this verse real quick. So John chapter 3, 20, verse 21. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, man. Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. Reproved, that means reprimanded. Who's gonna reprove his deeds? I mean, your deeds, the Most High. I mean, so you gotta be chastised by the Most High to be reproved, man. So because when the devil got you, the devil gonna leave you alone. The devil's not concerned with nobody that he has, yo. The devil got you in his grasp, he's gonna leave you alone. You know what I mean? And that's what those agents represented. And they were agents, those agent Smiths. They were agents of Satan, man. You know what I mean? They were only coming after those that they couldn't get, man. But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in the Most High. So, you know what I mean? When you're doing the truth, you're gonna come to the light, and that's just like an example of that is just like Saul. I mean, when he was persecuting the saints, and the Messiah came, blinded him. I mean, then he got healed. The scales fell from his eyes. Then Saul turned to Paul, man. You know what I mean? You know, when you're doing the truth, you're gonna come to the light, man. And the most, you know what I mean, that your deeds gonna be seen. So when you're doing evil, you're gonna hide out in the dark. You're gonna hide behind the scenes. You know what I mean? But you know, yeah, you know what I mean, like a coward, man. You know, so that's why you know, people that hate you for speaking truth, they're evil, man. You know what I mean? I mean, just about things in general that's going around here, going on in the world. You know what I mean? For everyone that doeth evil hated the light, man. They hated the light bearers, man. You know what I mean? And that's why they hate the Most High, man. You see? And you know, and Morpheus, like, yo, I'm not comparing him to the Most High, but you could say, like, yo, he was like the Most High going out there, I mean, fishing for his elect. You know what I mean? You know, and when he found them, yo, you know, he reproved them, you know, he trained them, he taught them, and then, you know what I mean? Hey, they were let loose when that power came out upon them, man. You know what I mean? In a sense. You know? Man. You know, and the time is winding down, man. You know, and you see this whole coronavirus going on. You know what I mean? You know, the Most High controls the left and the right hand sides. All things work for the greater good of the Most High, man. You know what I mean? So, why you gonna have people panicking? You mean because they invested all their times and put all their chips down in Babylon? On the other hand, you're gonna have people like, yo, happy, man. You know what I mean? Because they know what's going on. You know what I mean? You know, right now it's no. You know what I mean? It's no sports. It's no basketball. It's no football. I mean, no baseball. You know what I mean? The shopping malls is closed down. The bars is gone. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people, they don't know what to do, man. You know. You know, because you invested all your time in Babylon, man. I mean, so what was the best investment, man? I mean, this word at the end of the day, these scriptures, man, the Most High. You know what I mean? And the scripture says, yo, the Most High is going to avenge his elect speedily, man. You know what I mean? One day you got somebody putting stuff in your food and all that stuff in these stores. The next day, I mean, they don't have a job. It's gonna happen quick, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen quick, and people not even gonna know what's gonna hit them, man. You know. So the best investment, man, when everything is said and done, is the Most High, because it showed you just like I mean, he's showing you just like that. He could take it away. I mean, you know, yeah, man, I'm not even gonna keep going, man. So that's all I wanted to point out, man. All praises to the Most High, man. You know what I mean?